Well, hello, General Hospital Daily Recap fans. Today's Daily Recap is for Thursday, June the 8th, 2023. Thursday, June the 8th, 2023. Well, uh, some boring stuff. Well, not boring. Dante talks to Valentine to see if he can get information to help Anna, because when Dante was brainwashed, and had to be deprogrammed, and that went kind of awry. Anna was on his corner and in his corner, and so Valentine is happy. He's like, but Anna is not even answering my calls, right? So that concerned Valentine. Sam comes to visit Dante. Oh, you're supposed to have been home 2 hours ago, and they're talking, kissing, yada yada yada. Then we have the good thing. Woo! I mean, the good scene. We know Drew, not Drew. Ned is leaving. He's talking to Nina when it takes out, and Nina tries to play. You heard the wrong thing. He goes, "No, I didn't hear the wrong thing. I heard your attorney saying that he was going to try to protect you, the anonymous source to the SCC. So all this time, people been hating me, and it was really you." Because he's like, and you knew it. You watched it. And so finally she goes, look, Nina's true colors. Look, people already think it's you. Just go on the way you've been doing, denying it. The people who really care about you, they will finally believe it. It was still an anonymous tip, so nobody will know. Ned looked at her like, chick, you ain't an ex-wife, right? You're not even an ex-lover of mine. Because I could get drunk with Alexis and fall into bed with her by accident. Okay? But that's Alexis. We got history. You, on the other hand, I don't even like you because my wife don't like you. You know? What? He goes, I absolutely will not take the fall for you. And I can't wait to tell. So then the little assistant came in because Drew's up at the pool on the top trying to blackmail Tracy so awkwardly. And she comes down and says, Miss Reeves, Tracy Quartermain has closed the whole topside pool deck because she wanted privacy. And Nina's like, she wants what? And Drew Kane is with her. Does she know Drew? Really? She and Drew Kane have dealings together, right? So Ned, Drew's up there. I gotta go talk to him. And Nina's like, Ned. And Ned is peace out of there, right? But upstairs with Drew trying to blackmail Tracy, do you want to know how bad he is at it? It was even comical. Tracy is smugly smiling. She goes, "Ooh, is this your a feeble attempt to blackmail?" And she's like, I knew you tried. You kind of had it in you. And she's just listening like, you think. And he goes, your son, Ned, will not be happy knowing you have sent your granddaughter into deception to do espionage, selling corporate secrets, because they are publicly traded, right? And so he goes, Psh. Tracy's looking at him, and she goes, how's he going to take it, Tracy? How's he going to feel about his mother? So Tracy says, you think that, because he goes, Ned can use his connections to influence the SCC, right? And Tracy says, what does it have to do with me? What that has nothing to do with me. And so he goes, well, you know what? Yes, it does. You can convince Ned to do it. Because if you don't, I'm going to tell about what you did to Brooklyn. And Tracy's kind of like, she was getting ready to snap back at him. And I was going to love it because she was going to say, prove it. Prove that's what's happened. Because I could tell you my granddaughter, she'll back me. And she would. Brooklyn would look at Drew and say, oh, you misheard me. Because see, Granny will pull the strings because she's still holding the whole Chase situation over Brooklyn's head, right? Brooklyn didn't tell Ryan that. But Ryan, you know, he is Ryan Lavery. He's still even acting the same way. But okay, Drew. Brooklyn didn't even tell Drew that. Okay. But as Tracy is about to open her mouth, who comes around the bend? Oh, wait a minute. I don't think you know what? No, I got to upload that picture for y'all. Ned comes running upstairs around the bend and says, hey, Drew. Hey, Drew, I got something to tell you, Drew. Trips on the towel that's on the ground, falls and hits his head on the side of the pool and falls into the pool face down. And Nina was like, because see, she was running behind him, but she never ran out to the open pool area. She was in that other doorway, right? And so Nina was like, so then Drew dives in, Navy SEAL he is, turns Ned over, pulls him out, and he's telling Tracy, call 911, call 911. And Nina's pulling out her phone, right? But then she looks in and she sees Tracy is calling 911. So she was like, oh, shoot, puts her phone back in, tiptoes back, because she don't want nobody to see she was there, right? Drew pulls him out and is doing CPR, CPR, CPR. Ned's not breathing. And the pool assistant girl comes down and says, because Olivia's talking with Chase and Brooklyn. Chase brought a new truck, a top of the line truck, you know, talking about Brooklyn, we could go camping. She goes, oh, I'm a city girl. And I'm thinking, Chase, you ought to know better. That's more Sasha's thing. Sasha would go camping with you, Chase, and love it. Right? Tracy, Brooklyn is wondering why you get a truck. Okay, truck. You know, gee, we can't even sit in the back and have somebody drive us around in your truck. So Olivia's all off in it. Well, the assistant girl runs down and says, Mrs. Quartermain, the paramedics have been called. There's been an accident. Someone was injured and fell into the pool, or someone fell into the pool and is injured. So Olivia is booking up there, right? And Brooklyn is going with her, and Chase too. And she sees it's Ned. The paramedics are just arriving because Drew's doing CPR while the paramedics, they finally get there and they take over. And Olivia's, oh my God, screaming, freaking out. And Drew's like, let them do their work. Let them do their work. So they get him on the gurney. They get his heart, you know, him cough the water out, get his heart going. But then they got the oxygen mask and they get ready to transport him. And Olivia's like, Ned, honey, Ned, I'm gonna ride with, I'll be there I'll be by your side. I won't leave your side. Right? So Chase asked Brooke at me, says, so what happened here? And Tracy has the nerve to say, Drew attacked Ned. That's what happened. And Brooklyn looks at her grandmother and looks at Drew, and Drew looks at her like, I don't believe, what? He just saved her son. And she said that lie, right? She goes, take out your handcuffs and arrest him. Now, I hope they don't believe that. But unfortunately, Tracy's the only witness. But when Ned wakes up, he's going to say, that ain't what happened. But guess what, everybody? This is a soap opera. Guess what's happened to Ned? Ned is joining Esme in the Amnesia Club. Oh no, he found out some vital information and See, now Nina gonna feel she's a little safe. She gonna try to rush the wedding with her and Sonny. Okay? That's what she's gonna try to do. So meanwhile, Drew's gonna be having to deal with Tracy's lie, but guess what? You know what? Tracy's word as an eyewitness should be garbage with the GCPD. As a matter of fact, Tracy fled a year and a half ago, maybe it's 2 years now, Port Charles, because her lie came back to haunt her. Remember, she said Alexis drove drunk and hit somebody, whatever that whole scheme was, that Tracy lied on Alexis so that Alexis could go to jail. If anybody remembers that whole story, kind of jot it down, right? And when the cops were closing in on Tracy, what did she do? Booked an international flight and was gone. Well, guess what? Because you fled the country don't mean those charges go away. But isn't it interesting? Tracy just comes right back and they ain't a thing said. So no, Tracy, hopefully they don't believe you. Because, hello, that's not going to stop Drew from telling Ned. As a matter of fact, forget blackmailing you. I'm telling him just because you lied on me. Now I'm really telling, right? And I'm not just telling Ned, I'm telling Olivia, I'm telling everybody in the family. Tracy. So, okay, Tracy tells that lie. And then, we have poor Anna. Anna's depressed because she's just been publicly humiliated. Now, yes, all those years ago, all that stuff happened with Anna. Faison manipulated her. She was doing his bidding. She was a double agent, yada, 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 right? Which is why Faison was so fixated on Anna and Obrecht was second thought. And that's why she hated Anna, hated her, right? Well, she is just distraught. And Sonny was waiting to see her. And she goes, "What are you doing here, Sonny?" And he goes, "I came by to see you. I want to talk to you." So she goes, "I'm sure what you're going to say, I don't want to hear out here. Come in." So she says, "I would have offered you a drink, or I would offer you a drink, but you want some water?" And I thought, well, what does that mean? Does that mean you don't deserve a drink? Because Sonny drinks last time I checked, right? She goes, "But I'm pouring myself a drink." So she pours herself a stiff one, right? And she goes, after she sipped it and inhaled and exhaled, she says, "Okay, what do you want to say? Let me have it." And he goes, "I don't know what you think I came here for." And she's like, "Obviously to let me." He goes, "No, Anna." And he was talking to her and he was saying, "I have been where you're at, where the headlines are all about me." Because Anna said, "I have tried to put you in jail and prosecute you for years, and here I had been a criminal myself, right? Even though, she had been forgiven by the WSB, no charges were filed, and she turned her life around, right? So Sonny didn't know you were a past criminal. Well, guess what? Almost everybody in Port Charles was a past criminal. If you turn your life around, Port Charles forgives you. Sonny don't even turn his life around, and Port Charles forgives him, right? Cyrus Renault come back, claiming he's, next thing to Jesus. Port Charles will forgive him for a minute, because it's Port Charles. Elizabeth can do all kind of, oh my, what did she just do? Port Charles will forgive you. Franco can serial kill, strap bombs to Lulu and Maxie. Port Charles forgives you. So Port Charles is going to forgive Anna because Anna has definitely done a lot of good for the community. But now, there's nothing worse than having your horrible past bite you in the butt. See, that's like when news of somebody may have been a hooker in their past, in their late teens. They were lost as a teen or a young adult, so they were a prostitute. But then they turn their life around. They make something of themselves. They are a productive member of society. They are just the pillar of professionalism now in their job. Years. But isn't it interesting? Don't let that past get dug up. Don't let it be put in the newspaper, y'all, because the job's ready to fire you, right? So that's how Anna's feeling. And she's really feeling it because, she was supposed to be this pillar of upholding the law while she's trying to arrest you for doing something bad. So Sonny just said, no, I've been there. I know how it feels. And you're a good person, Anna Devane. And I call you a friend. And I just wanted you to know that I understand. And don't let that get to you, because you're a good mother to Robin and you're a good grandmother. And she kind of smiled like, yes, I love my grandchildren. So, Sonny leaves and Valentine comes, and Anna's sitting on the staircase by herself drinking. And Valentine uses his key and she goes, you shouldn't have done that. And she's talking about because she's not in the mood, or she's not in any mood. And he goes, Anna, I've been calling you all day and you have not answered not a one of my calls. I have been worried about you. She said, that's because my phone is off. I want to destroy it, because she ended up saying she knows the phone calls she's going to get. And the one call that she can't bear is going to be the call from Emma. And Emma is going to say, grandmom, grandmother, grandmom, whatever she calls Anna. I don't know what she calls her. Say it's a lie. Say it's not true. And Emma will believe her. She said, but I'm going to have to shatter everything she's ever believed about me, because I'm going to have to tell her it was true. It's all true, honey. And I'm thinking, do you really? Because I seem to believe you got a identical twin dead sister who really ain't dead, right? An identical twin sister who has come and impersonated you over the years, impersonated you, right? Robin is about the only one, and actually Emma, when when Alex was impersonating Anna one time, Emma was a little girl, and Emma's just watching her every move. She's watching her, and she's like, you're not my grandmother. Emma figured that out so fast, right? But I'd be like, no, baby. See, the problem with having an evil twin sister, all kind of stuff gets pinned on me, because she plays me all the time. So no, baby, don't believe everything you hear. Okay. That's what I would do. Why would I tell her the truth? Get out of here. Tell her what she want to hear. They can't prove it was Anna, my twin sister. And Victor doctored off because she goes, I did do it. It's like, well, nobody knows that, Anna. Telling everybody, yes, I did. I stole a camera from the store one time. Shut up. Just, man, blame it on your sister. Call it a day. Everybody's going to get over it. Anna? So, but she said Robin knew. Robin knew, Robert knew, all her friends knew. Felicia, they all knew. And they loved her anyway because she was brainwashed, she was manipulated, the whole 9 yards. And it took her some time to break away from Cesar Faison, right? So now let's go to this. Jumping the Shark. General Hospitals, right? Did they switch up writers, honey? Y'all, fans, audience? We got Sonny meeting Mike, talking to Michael in the stairwell. telling him she destroyed the flash drive. He says, Mom, why would you do that? Because I have already told you, and you know what would happen if that information got out. And she was saying, how well do you know Dex? And Michael's like, well, I mean, I hired him. She goes, is he trustworthy? Can he be trusted? And Michael's like, well, he did the job that I wanted him to do, you know? And so she goes, because here's what I need you to do. I need you to pay Dex to keep working for Sonny. And Michael looked at her like, wait, you what? She says, look, you being able to get that information on the flash drive, she said, see, Sonny doesn't have Jason. There's nobody watching Sonny's back. And Carly's like, that could have easily been a rival putting a plant in and Sonny wouldn't have known. Okay? I need Dex. I need you to pay Dex to continue to work for Sonny. See, Dex is dropping in bank, everybody, right? Sonny's paying him handsomely, and Michael is paying him handsomely. That man is going to be a little Rockefeller, right? So anyway, she goes, and then I want you, because like you said, Dex is ex-military. Dex doesn't know this life. But I want you to hear what this mama is saying. But you, on the other hand, my son, who's been raised around this, who's even run the organization while your father was in a wheelchair. Michael ran the Corinthos organization and was a doggone good mob boss. I loved Michael as a mob boss. Man, he was good. He wasn't ruthless, but Michael's cunning. He had the other 5 families wrapped around his finger, right? And he had Jason by his side. See, Jason is the equalizer, right? Jason. So look, Lil Wiley can run it. And Jason, if Jason was around, Jason would be an equalizer, right? But anyway, Michael's like, she goes, you know the organization. So Dex reports back to you what's happening, who Sonny's dealing with, what's going on, and you advise him on what to look out for and how to protect Sonny. He goes, wait, so in other words, I have given you information, Mom, to put him away from, and instead of using it, you destroy it. And now you want me to work with Dex to secretly look after him and protect him? Let me get this straight. And she says, yes, I do. And she says, he goes, do you know what you're asking? She said, no, I don't know. I don't know this whole situation. No, but what you've done shows me the vulnerability. And this is the only plan I could come up with to keep Sonny safe, because we all need Sonny safe. And so she says, now, do you think Dex will go for it? Because see, here's the caveat. Sonny can never know what's happening. Never. Right? And so Michael said, well, I don't know. I'd have to ask Dex. And I'm thinking, so in other words, all it took was one conversation from your mama, and you knee deep. Well, guess what though? Michael's been knee deep in what Sonny's been doing for the past. Dex has been around for about a year, not quite a year, maybe a year. Yeah, about a year. Michael's been knowing and plotting against him. Well, see, now he's gonna know and want and help. But I'm thinking, wow, Carly, man, I don't know if I could put my son, it's something else if he's sneaking, plotting, scheming, and he's in the know. But as your mama, I'm not going to say I want you in the know, because Sonny's a criminal and he does illegal things. I don't want you knowing that, son. You are a corporate CEO material. That's my boy, right? But okay, Carly, man, she told both her kids, look, I raised you in this life. You ought to know better. Whoa, okay. Gee, Carly. But she loves that Sonny. And she goes, but what about you and the SEC? She goes, Michael, handling the SEC is up to me and Drew. We will handle the SEC. Period. I need you handling everything else. I need you handling what I need you to handle. So, okay. All right. Good. I said, okay, this is going to be interesting. Now, this is going to be interesting. Now, Jocelyn, another, they had to have introduced a new writer today. Another jump the shark, right? She's telling her, just go ask Sonny for him to, let you go. And so he goes, no, I can't. Because Jocelyn, I'm going to tell you this. I didn't go to college. I don't have a college degree. I went to the military from high school, and I was good at that, but I got discharged, right? For hitting his subordinate, for hitting his superior officer. He goes, so this job has actually been the highest paying job I've had. And Sonny is saying he's ready to, really bring me in the ranks. He goes, I feel, really, listen, I feel this is the best shot for me because I get to use my talents here. I'm good. He's a sharpshooter. I mean, he was, come on now. Dex can throw down. We haven't seen him throw down yet, right? We haven't seen it yet, but he can. And so she goes, so you're trying to tell me now you want to work for Sonny? Sonny's a criminal. He goes, look, the worst I've seen Sonny do is hang me up over a meat hook. Yeah. He goes, and you rescued me. And I'm thinking, but I thought the pikeman deal where he's facilitating these arms out there, I thought that was highly illegal. And what? So that's not the worst, right, Dex? That ain't the worst? Okay. So then he goes, but if me continuing to work for Sonny is the deal breaker for us, if it causes me, if you can't be with me because I'm still working for Sonny, I will stop working for Sonny. I will go to Sonny. I will do whatever I have to do because you are more important to me than working for Sonny. Because she goes, can't you just get a security guard job? I mean, it's honest work. We're talking Jocelyn. Been raised upper echelon. Yeah. I was with Cameron, but that's because I've been, we've been friends all my life. Cameron wore an apron, bust the tables at Kelly's. Cameron was actually a little manager at Kelly's, right? But Jocelyn, I don't think she would want to see Dex standing in the hallway at General Hospital with a security guard uniform on doing a 9 to 5. I don't see it, everybody. Don't see it at all. Can barely afford, oh, I'm sorry, he don't take her out to dinner now. So again, that analogy wouldn't work. Because Dex making buku cash. Because he's getting paid by Michael. Well, not no more by Michael, but he's getting paid. He was getting paid double dipping for almost a year. He could wine and dine Jocelyn, but it was a secret, right? That they were together. But anyway, she looks at him and she goes, I would never try to tell you what to do. And I said, girl, what the heck? That's why I said, what writer has written this? Because that's all she been doing is telling him what to do. All she's been doing. And what she can't stand. Can't stand Sonny, can't stand you working for him. When are you going to stop working for him? And she's pouting. She goes, so I just need you to understand that your safety is the most important thing to me. But if you feel you want to work for Sonny, then I'm okay with it. Then I'm okay with it. But you all but disrespected your mother and brought up your dead brother, who, I'm sorry, everybody, Sonny was not the reason Morgan got blown up. Okay? We all know Ava switched the pills, and somebody commented on that comment corner, good comment. Morgan was manic and in a manic state. And actually, Sonny and Carly had just found out that his pills had been switched. They weren't, and they were trying to find him. The bomb was meant for Julian Jerome. It was in Julian's car. Morgan comes out of wherever the place they were at. The valet brought Julian's car up to the front because Julian was getting ready to leave. Morgan decides he's gonna steal the car. Look at those. He jumps in the car, and Jason was running it because Jason had found Morgan. They were all looking for him. And Morgan was actually trying to get away from Jason. And well, the Drew playing Jason. And Billy Miller was playing Jason at that time. And Jason saw the car blow up. Oh my goodness, as Morgan drove off. But that was not because of Sonny. That had nothing to do with Sonny. And for Jocelyn to throw that in her mother's face because her mother wants to protect a criminal, a mob boss, and then to turn around and tell your boyfriend who wants to work and be an enforcer for that mob boss, oh, I'm okay with it. Yeah, Jocelyn, can't stand her. Cannot stand her, right? You want to know what it also reminds me of? You want to know what it reminds me of? Who was forever trying to keep and steal Jason for herself? Little Miss Head Nurse Elizabeth. Little Miss Head Nurse. Because she loved her some Jason. But yet the minute that because Jason's always cared for Elizabeth, but yeah, the minute it looked like he may be looking and turning her way, you know what she would bring up? Oh, but no, you know what? You're working for Sonny. I gotta protect my boys. Look, this second one, now that you found out he's yours, I need you to let my on again, off again husband raise him, okay? Because, ooh, what you do, ooh. But every chance, Jason, oh, he's shot. She's got to be the one to patch him up and then sleep with him. Jason, oh, Elizabeth. But anyway, let's go to Comment Corner. Dacia says, she even doesn't know his last name. Talk about Jocelyn. She doesn't know where he came from. She has no clue, and it's delusional. And Lucy says, hello, Daily Recap Lady. Thank you for all you do. I look forward to your review and preview each day. Thank you, Lucy. Gwendolyn says, I was laughing so hard at Nina and Ned until Ned tripped and fell in the pool. Wow. I didn't see that coming either. LaShuns says, I feel sorry for Marcus Taggart. He thought Trina Robinson was his daughter. Well, I guess the hint could have been her last name. Portia made sure it was Robinson, right? Sign number 1. Right? Okay. Princess Princess Diamond Cut says, I love your recap because I haven't been watching. All I see in Zeke is Jeffrey the Han. I mean, from Han. Yeah. Oh, HAHN. How am I supposed to know what that is? The only way I know what that acronym is, Princess, is he was in the Haves and Have Not. Couldn't stand that show. The acting was so horrible, and he was horrible acting as well. Couldn't stand the show. Anyway, anyway, I'm glad I didn't see the hookup. The girl, that would have left daggers in your eyes, right? Plus, plus hooking up when you just meet them is out of character for Jordan. It certainly was, and it was awkward and out of character scene. I want Jordan with Curtis because I can't stand Portia. Carly is guilty of so guilty. Turning in Sonny doesn't make her not guilty. That is so true. I don't want Sonny with Nina, and certainly not Carly. Oh, so you want Sonny with somebody else? Don't say Brenda. All I have to say about Jocelyn is I don't like her hatred for Sonny. It's annoying and unwarranted. What was I gonna say? You know what I still don't understand? Why is it so important to find out who turned in Drew and Carly? Is that gonna make really seriously? Is that gonna make it not be true? No, it's not. But I guess they just want to know who the snake and the spineless coward is, right? Sandra says, Hun, I agree with you. Carly should have gotten into more with that little girl. She really doesn't comprehend the reality of the situation. And she definitely isn't thinking with her head. And Jeanette says, Valentine will save Nina because he's going to give Ned all that ELQ shares. Maybe that might be a deal he makes with Ned, and Ned would take it. Dominique says, I believe Trina said Zeke made or followed his own path. That is what she says. It was very elusive. Like, well, what's his path? I think the comment was made in response to the question of whether Zeke was also a doctor. Yeah, at the wedding, right? Because I think Trina's one or both of Trina's maternal grandparents are doctors, both of them. I think Portia's mother and father, and then Portia became a doctor as well. Michael says Elizabeth becomes head nurse of 3 nurses. I know. And then one nurse we think was an angel coming in talking to Willow. Did you hear how hard and how many hours Bobby has been working? Yes, I heard them say that. It seems like foreshadowing to Bobby having health issues due to the heart pace and the workload. Martin and Nina talking about private information in a crowded place. What a surprise, Ned overheard. Carly and Minnie Carly had a true heart-to-heart. Josh is so spoiled and entitled. I'm so surprised Carly didn't slap Jocelyn. You're hard on Zeke and Jordan. Am I hard? They just look very awkward together. Wasn't hard on them. I was telling the truth, Michael. I'm surprised. Oh, I said that. I've been predicting their affair since the wedding. Look, Portia didn't even go to the wedding. But what you said is, ooh, a black man must be for Portia. I mean, for Jordan. Look, I would have preferred Jordan's daddy. I mean, Portia's daddy with Jordan. He was dapper, and yeah, I could have saw him with Jordan, right? You are correct. They never mentioned Zeke's profession. Thank you, Michael. Trina made him seem mysterious. Looking back on it, referred to where or whom he worked for in his personal life. Why are the writers allowing Willow to compare Nina's bad attitude towards her to Harmony pimping out pimping her out to the cult leader and murdering the only father she knew. I thought it was Shiloh that snuck into that hotel room or motel room where they were staying and murdered Harmony's husband. I thought that was Shiloh. Give me a break. Great recap. And then Linda says, I don't remember it being said that Zeke was an attorney. I know. Trina says she didn't know what he does for a living. Yep, everybody remembers that like me. LaShanta says, what makes me so mad? Sonny is not the reason Morgan is dead. I know, LaShanta. Jax has said that same thing to Carly, and Carly should have clapped back at that, right? I blame Ava for a lot of what led up to that, yes, because she switched the pills out, and it's very shameful and hurtful to say. That's a shameful, hurtful thing to say to Carly. I love Jocelyn. Ooh, you're one of the only ones. I love Joss, but she is disrespectful and out of order. I'm gonna love watching Nina squirm. I bet Ned gets that hotel for Olivia. Now we shall see what Ned will do. Well, we saw what happened. Ned slipped and fell. Now he's got the opportunity, the perfect opportunity to do the right thing. Olivia's family first. I've said give ELQ back. You mean Valentine needs to give it back. Nina is scared now. Good. I wish Olivia heard. Remember, it was Sonny and Olivia talking about Carly's personal business, and Nina overheard. Congratulations, Liz. Jordan, no, Zeke is Portia's brother. No, she didn't. She knows now. When she got on the elevator, she did not know before. She was not at that wedding, so she didn't know. He was shady. I think they decided to rewrite that. We shall see. So Zeke is Drew's attorney. I know. What, but they need another attorney in Port Charles, right? We only have Martin Gray, really. Diane, but Diane is booked. Diane is booked solid. And Martin, they never show him enough. Why is Ned so mad? He has done shenanigans before, and he did threaten Drew and Carly. Look who his mama is. Why is Josh played dumb? Every time Carly sees Dex, she's gonna hate him. Well, no, now she's gonna know who really employs him. Her. She pulling the strings now. And Sabrina says, hi, Daily Recap Lady, regarding Ned, find out that Nina did it. I think he's going to blackmail her and sell for selling the portion of the hotel back to Olivia. That would have been the thing to do, right? He tells on her. You're right. It was never told that Zeke was an attorney. Thank you so much. Jody says, Jocelyn is a mini Nina. Okay, let me go down to NK. Valentine's also interested in deception, also to stick it to Sasha at her new job. Why would Valentine want to? No, Valentine has no maladies towards Sasha. He really doesn't. Especially since he knows Nina loves Sasha right now. Valentine, there's no ill will there. NK Rose says Valentine only wanted ELQ as revenge for Michael telling Sasha to stop lying about Nina being her daughter. Yep. NK Rose says to Dacia, Drew's plan to blackmail Tracy will probably blow up in his face because he was horrible at it. Dacia says Jocelyn has no respect for she needs to just stay out of grown folks' business, staying in her lane. She never asked Dex about his life. She barely even knew him and started to sleep with him. Who's his mother, father, brother, sister? Where'd he come from? When will they ever wait? When they never learned what happened to Bobby Spencer. How did she lying in the show? Oh, how is she dying on the show? Well, no, you remember the show is always a good 2 months behind. So yes, the actress that played Bobby has passed away, but it's going to take some time for them to get up current with the taping to address it. And then they're going to have to figure out how are they going to address it. Well, how are they going to have her die? Because they're not going to recast Bobby. They never recast the vet. When the actress that plays Monica passes away, they're not going to recast Monica. There's no need, right? They do need to bring in some more nurses. This is a hospital. We don't have enough doctors and nurses on this show. Why? Okay, yeah, they'll make up, just like, you know how long it took them finally to say how Epiphany died. Okay, they have to think about how they want to write that out respectfully for that character. Dacia says it was Drew, not Ryan. I know. I keep saying Ryan because Cameron Matheson, all I see him as is Ryan. That's like when I see Josh, I think his name is Josh Dimo. He did all the Transformers and has gone on to movies, right? He was Leo in All My Children. Even when I see him on the big screen, I'm like, Greenlee and Leo, oh my God, they were the best to me. Greenlee and Leo were better than Greenlee and Ryan. And I'm not going to talk anymore about All My Children. DB says, Jordan gives Bookham vibes. She's not sexy. Uh-oh. J and D are going to, Jocelyn and Dex are going to piece the flash drive back together. No, he's not going to. You can't. They become the Marcos of daytime. Can't wait for the truth to come out about Nina snitching, to come out right as Willow gives her chance. That's what's going to happen. Relationship's going to be building between Willow and Nina, and Ned is still going to not have his memory, and then when it comes back, it'll all come to a halt. YAA says, so this dead against between them will be prolonged. I don't quite understand that. Ron says, Josh pushed the wrong button with Carly when she regretted even saying it at all. All it did was put more fuel to the fire now. Carly's next target is Michael, where she puts her foot down. Well, look at what she said to Michael, right? We know what's happening there. And then P. Merle says, why don't people stop blaming Sonny for Morgan's death? That was a low blow Josh hit Carly with. 3 Jerome killers, Morgan. That would be Ava, Olivia, and Julian. Oh, was Olivia had that bomb put in her brother's car? Was that Olivia? I remember that. Sonny already blamed himself for Morgan being bipolar. He sure did, because he knows he passed that down to him. Michelle says, you forgot that Dex and Sonny were talking about his, he believes what Olivia said to Ned wasn't the one that ratted out Drew and Carly. Yes, he did. He believes it. And Sonny thinks that Dex is like him because how Dex handled the person who abused his Marines. Yeah. He told Dex that he could go home, but Dex is leaving and Valentine shows up. He wanted to talk about pikemen. He told Dex he could stay. Sonny won't touch the shipment until they find out who targeted him. Then he told Dex that he could leave. Then he asked Valentine how Anna was doing. Yes, he did. And then we see Sonny today went to go see Valentine. And then let's see. Valentine congratulates Sonny for the engagement because he saw that engagement ring on Nina's finger. He said that Nina was a good person. Is she really? If they both only knew the truth about Nina, they changed their opinion on that. Now Ned knows the truth, and now the heads are going to roll, especially Nina's. Nina will lose everything. Well, not right now, because Ned has amnesia, y'all. Sandy says if Sonny meets with pikemen again, Dex could make another video. Joss is acting like she is Nina's daughter. Somebody please send this brat to her room and make her face the wall like the little girl she is. Ned needs to tell Olivia ASAP. Yeah, well, no, now they're not trying to make another video. Dex wants to work for him. And he says, I want to be the best lieutenant Sonny Carithos ever had. That's what he told Jocelyn. Okay, good. So when Michael comes to him, Dex is going to say, okay, but you don't have to pay me. Michael say, no, I want to pay you because I want the information. And DB says he better not drag this on with the whole town. I wonder who. Who better not drag it on? Monique says, what would Josh do if Carly didn't smash the flash drive? She would watch it and see Dex on the video screen. She, of course, would ask Sonny to help get Dex off. Yep. She would throw Sonny's words in his face. You told me you would do anything for me. Do this to help Dex. She loves to do that. And Sonny's like, shh, girl, please. Last time you came in saying you said you'd do anything for me. And I told you I'm not going to fire him. He's got to come to me and want to leave. There you have it. So that's it for Comic Corner, everybody. I will be back tomorrow for another daily recap for General Hospital.